Howdy, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 2, Episode 174 with me, Cid. And last episode, I failed to record myself building a raptor enclosure, so I went and did some random bits and pieces instead. Yeah, now we can get back on track. Well, that's the theory anyway. I did dig out 3 chunks in that new mining area. This is what we picked up. We do need to do something with this lot. Which roughly translates to I need to go and dump these all out here, like so. And one day I will probably not do anything with them, to be fair. But I don't like wasting things. You know me. I'm not a wasty person. Oh, it's like lead. Amber. I know we have got some interesting ores here actually. What did we have? I got loads of sapphire, amber. There we go. Uranium. We have got a lot of uranium ore down there. Which, if we look at that, each block is, I think we've got lapis as well, which is probably one. So we should really try and do something with that at some point, but not today. In addition to all of that, apart from a witch's bottle, we've got many stacks of coal, redstone, lapis, diamond ore, clay, gold, usual stuff, a load of iron, a load of copper. Now, the one that I am interested in is these, so the fossil. I'll put them into the system for now, and the permafrost, although that's less of an interest. This is mainly so I can get scarabs, but for now, that lot can all go back into there. And what we will do is we'll grab my cyclic items and we'll stick those away and take that with us. There we go, that's offloaded. We've got this for a reason. We are heading over in the first instance to Olympus. I need to go and use some of the facilities there. Still love that. And there we go. So over at Olympus, obviously, we've got Britannia, and we need Britannia for our pasture seeds, which we're going to make infused seeds, which we're going to use to give us hopefully an interesting soil that we can actually use. Because I wanted to use this. That's not going to play. This is still working. This is doing its thing, just ticking away. Maybe what I should actually do, I wonder whether we could actually do that. We could always replace that with the ender chest, and then just have it directly going back to the system, and then I can forget about the damn thing. However, let's not get carried away. Pasture seeds for the win. And hopefully 2 stacks of these will be enough. A little bit of lag there. And we take the prismarine. Gives me infused pasture seeds, which we're going to want down the line. Okay, that's the first job out the way. And we'll get ourselves up here, grab my rockets and launch. Still love Elytra. I don't know what it is. It's I think it's the speed, to be honest. Out of all the methods of flight, this is, to me, the fastest and most exhilarating. I mean, utterly useless for creative building, obviously, but other than that, absolutely fine. So here we are. There's our ocean monument that we lovingly raised out of the ground, and I've just overshot, haven't I? Yes, there we go. That'll get us there. Right, so what do I want to do on this ocean monument? That's a very good question. I have got some materials, and let's go in here and just plonk that down. We brought all of our materials with us that we got last time, plus some new materials. So we can make you into stairs. We can well, let's have a look. Prismarine wise, we can go with natural prismarine stairs, which I should have probably thought of. Did I bring any natural? I didn't. I brought all of that. But we got plenty of stairs, blocks, natural and dark. We've got the slabs. That's all tenure, isn't it? Prison. Oh, hello. We can do something with those as well, can we? Right, fine. I don't know what the hell they are, but we're not playing with those anyway. We're playing with prismarine, and we need to stick to that. Now, prismarine can also be chiseled. So we can take that, for example, and take you over to any of the other variety of prismarine blocks we want. So let's start. Well, let's have a look. Decisions. Let's just see what happens if I go and chisel a block of this in this Celtic pattern, because I do like that pattern. And what I was thinking is we'll come along here. Lake Asu. We'll probably need more, but you know, this will get us a starting point for 10. Because we still need to do something with that, but this will come over the edge. Right, so we got that. Let me land quickly. You know that moment when you kind of go, oh crap, I'm going to fall. Yeah, that's not a good feeling. Let me in fact borrow that. I'm going to hang like a bat from the ceiling. There we go. Always helps. Right, I want some sea lanterns. I want some more of that, and I would like, in fact, let me get 2 or 3 of those, and we'll get you chiseled over to that. Keep on forgetting I've got the eye chisel. Right, so from there we're going to go all the way around. I might as well walk for this. So hanging gardens, keeping the blue prismarine theme. That's my mission in life. I may actually replace, if this blue grass works up here, I may actually do the grass down there as well, just to tie that in with the overall design. But for now, let's get this going. See that? Interesting. It's interesting. I mean, you know, as one of the older builds in Minecraft, the sea monument is actually still quite, in my opinion, quite an interesting build. Given some of the other less than interesting builds, is that a nice way of saying it? Right, I need some, I don't know whether it's a nice way of saying it or not, but I do need a building gadget. And that is not where that belongs, I guess. I will get used to this eventually. So, what do I want? I want that, and I want her. Damn it. I want you to be in dirt mode, I think. Now, before I go mad and do this whole thing, I want to test one of these out. So that's going to quickly grow out like that and fill the area. So straight away we've got grass, but it's not grass. Now I need to go and borrow some flowers from over here. Oh, hello. Of course, it's night time, isn't it? Well, not a problem. Grab me one of them. Alright, have we got any vanilla? Yes, there's a vanilla-y flower. We got plants, we got vanilla-y. Any other flowers? Yeah, there. No, that's actually there's a couple, but thinking about it, there's Silent Gems flowers, which might actually be a really nice addition if they work. And what I was thinking is mystical flowers, but we may not have any on this particular island, so we'll survive without for that test. I mean, to be honest, it should work with these just on their own. Right, and then let's have a look. Works with the Silent Gems flower, works with the vanilla flower, and it works with the plants flower, which basically means that everybody's favourite mod author Vasky, by the way, I'm going to rip this out and do something funny there, don't know what yet, but has actually done this proper wise, which is a big bonus as far as I'm concerned. Right, we need to be, I just want it to be in normal prismarine. I think I might need to go and get some normal prismarine then. I mean, this can be, because if I go in there and put, yeah, you can't do anything with prismarine, okay, but we can at least do this. I suppose we could actually run, it wouldn't look out of place like that, would it? No. Okay, we'll do that. It's alright, I'm muttering to myself, I realise this, but sometimes muttering is the only way. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to rip all of this out. We're going to get this built up. I'm going to replace all of these with sea lanterns. And I'm going to put this in like so. We're going to basically remodel this, and then we're going to get a whole bunch of dirt up there, and we're going to turn it into that pretty blue dirt. That's my first job. Back in a minute. Alright, so grass is in. There's a few dark spots that we need to address, but that's going to be dealt with other blocks and things. So right now what we need to do is run the grass, I suppose. It does spread, so I don't need to worry about it being, you know, totally thing, but that was a bit much. In fact, I've probably got enough to do these, and they're not particularly expensive, so let's not be tight arses with them, mate. And let's just get this nice and blue. I think he's going to need some contrast colours, and what I am thinking is, I think that some of those crystal trees might be interesting. I'm not sure what else we can get away with as a design thing, but contrast colours definitely going to need. This area is going to be grassed over as well and extended out, so there'll be steps and stuff going in. This area up here will also be grassed, so there's lots of stuff, and that area down there will be grassed, so there's going to be lots of grass and lots of garden. And down here we'll do a wall, and then you know, I've got plans. Some of this is, I'm winging it some of the way, I'll be fair, because still trying to work out what to do with some of the areas and builds that we've done on this in this season. And sometimes inspiration comes from the strangest of places, and sometimes it just, you get builder's block, and it's, you know, it is a fact of life, really, that we can be on the one hand very creative, but on the other we can, you know, be struggling to come up with anything really. So yeah, I'm not displeased with that as a starter. Now, I think we should go with some dark prismarine walls. I think that would be a contrast colour. So let me grab, do I need 3? I'll just go with 2 for now. We'll see what we get with 2. But we can, you know, put lights on these and whatever we need to do them. But again, it's contrast. It brings out a different shade of colour on there, which is desperately needed. It also covers us for that little bit of unspawnable stuff, so we can stick some lighting on it and hide all of that. Yeah, I think that will work. So we'll get this in, and we'll repeat this here, here, and up here, and then we'll work out how we're going to move between levels and how we're going to decorate this further, you know, and further. Because one thing we do need to do is we're going to need need some stairs down from here, but we also need some kind of means of getting back down from these as well somehow into the underside of this. But oh well, let's see how this goes. I'll be back in a mo. I think I need some end rods. I have no idea how many I've got, but that shouldn't be a problem. I should have a reason. Yeah, I think we've got 1 or 2, haven't we? 1 stack should be enough. Certainly for the time being anyway. Yeah, this is coming together steadily, and we've got the top here is done. So we've got now this is the front, so you can see the front off down there. We've done most of this side, still got to work down there, and we've still got to do all that side. But if we come over here, we can come down the back, that will take us down into this area, or we can come down here, that will take us down into here, and then so on and so forth down here. Now in this section I've used some mana glass for window. In this section I've just used mana glass for an accent kind of colour, but over here I don't really want to do that. There's a number of reasons why, but so what I thought is maybe just doing something like that. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Damn you! So if I do a 2 and a 2, there you go. Just accent colours, brings it out, adds a bit of depth and detail. Not entirely sure whether this is the best thing or not, but you know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just do let's do them at 2 and then see where we go from there, and then do another 2 like that. And I'm going to stagger the ups and downs just so the horrible purple bit is don't know about that. I really don't. I suppose we could try a 3. Let me take that and that out and put some of that back. I've actually taken out the speed pre-upgrade and it's still too damn fast. So sometimes the easier way of doing it is just stand a little bit further away. And then if we go 3 and 3, I suppose that works a little bit better, less cluttered. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that for the time being. I need to make some more walls. We've got I'll pop that down there. It's not, doesn't spread into grass, but it does spread into dirt apparently, so that's a thing. Over here we now have a stairway up. They're all coming together. We're going to have some windows on this wall. When we get into here, however, we're going to have some interesting things, because we're going to have a floor just below that window. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably relocate it somewhere, but I haven't decided where yet. That will almost certainly stay where it is though, and just be bordered off, and just, you know, we'll leave what did we call him in the end? Was it Errol? Probably. We'll leave Errol in there being milked. kind of thing. But yeah, I'm definitely doing an inside out rather than outside in view here. And what the other thing we're going to do is up there, we're going to use an elevator block to come back into here. That should speed things up. I have obviously got the thing working. This is generating large amounts of essence, so that's all good, because part of what we're going to do here, I think, is like genetics lab. We're going to use the cloning facilities of the essence to create food in the terms of, you know, roast prime beef or whatever. Just basically use this facility to murder things, for want of a better word. I mean, yeah, at least I'm honest. I am honest. Anyway, yeah, we've got work to do. So in the meantime, I'm going to need a little bit more of you, and we are going to grab some more of that. Damn it! I've got to know where to put this. If I put that away, and then we can put that away as well. There we go. That should do the trick. Yeah, so I need to work out what I'm going to do down here, whether we're going to do some trickery or, you know, just overhang that. I may even just bring some bush and stuff coming out of there. I don't know yet. But right now I have got some walls to place, so building gadget for the win, got to be said. Still think this is a little overpowerful, but I suppose it's only kind of, it's a time saver, isn't it? Let's be brutally honest. It saves me going click 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 a lot, which I suppose is a good thing. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. I shall be back in a little while. Alright, so I've stripped all of the grass out from down here, and I've replaced it with this stuff. This is spreading, so I'm not going to bother with any more of the seeds. I have spread plenty about, so it was a bit of a pain. You know what grass is like, you know, the faster you can strip it out, it was growing back. So what I did is I basically left a little moat between everywhere I was working. So as I was placing the disinfected grass thingy, obviously it's not infected, it is infused, then things. So this is starting to feel more done now. In terms of the actual exterior, apart from plants, again, I think we're done. There's a few. I need to put the rods on that side. I need to decide what I'm doing under here, because at the moment I've got nothing. I'll come back into that, do that later, that's not a problem. But this is starting to feel pretty good. Internally, no changes other than a few windows, and that needs to come out, otherwise it just doesn't match. Again, all of the internals, well, a lot of this will be hidden by the laboratory blocks and everything anyway. What was I looking for? End rods, that's what I wanted. So the next thing I think we need to think about is some plants, some trees of some description. I also need to make sure I replicate these in the same way. So 1, 2, 1, that was there, and then 1, 2. I see what's wrong there. Okay. I need a piece of. Often the problem when you're trying to make these fairly abstract geometric shapes is that it's very easy to lose track of where the shape should be. So, for example, this is what top, bottom, top. So that is top, bottom, top, and then this one is top 3, bottom 3, top, and then repeat from the other side. top 1 2 3, bottom 1 2 3, top, and then repeat from this side. Top 1 2 3, bottom 1 2 3, top. So that kind of mirrors that. Now I don't think they don't really work for me for the for just general lighting, so that's possibly not something I want to use. It's not like we haven't got choices, is it? You know, I've got plenty of options. We've got the vertical, for example. We can go straight in with something like this. I mean, I could have gone with those down there, and that might be worthwhile. I don't know. Actually, they're not bad. I don't mind those at all. Kind of a nice counter point. So maybe some more of these would be advisable. Yeah. Not sure. As I say, this kind of building can be very, very planned, but it can also be very intuitive, and this is kind of a mixture of both. However, I do need to go and grab a few bits and pieces, so we'll go and do that, and I shall be back in a sec. All right, we're just getting some detail or foliage on the roof now. We've got a hanging garden after all. We do need things. Now the nice thing is these trees don't need to be on the crystal dirt, they just need to be grown on it. So what I'm using is I'm using the trick of placing the dirt block first and then using that to grow and get some height on it, and I think that looks alright. It doesn't look bad, and yeah, I think we can possibly get, I don't know, one there and one there, for example. Wouldn't hurt. And then just break out those blocks, replace it with those two. I'm going to have to chop down the next tree if it's a white one, because clearly they don't fit, but I don't think they look unpleasant. I think it kind of adds to the colour palette. It keeps it in the blue and turquoise range. Hang on, I've just lost my position. It was on that side of that light and on this side of that, so on the far side of that light. Okay, it matters. It matters to me anyway. And then on the inside of that light, and then again, plob, plob, grow. Oh, that's a blue and that's a white. Damn you. Well, we've got a couple of blues this time. Doesn't matter. They all blend into the surroundings, give this place, a certain eloquence, I suppose, or elegance even. Now I have got a few other bits and pieces, but I do need to go out and really try and find some other options. So let me just get rid of that lot and grab all of those. Not that one. Let me just take the bone meal, because I'm not entirely sure what happens when I bone meal this grass. Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing. But that doesn't mean we can't place a few flowers around the place, maybe getting them into keep. Obviously where we've got windows, so over here this might be an obvious place to whack a few of these down. And I don't know, I think this needs something else, and I'm not entirely sure what yet. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was this build accomplished in a day, so we don't have to worry about getting everything done in one go. It is my tendency to want to get things done faster than reasonable, but you know, it's going to take a while. So let's just take a step back over this way, get the old thing off, and have a look at what we think of that. But I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. There will be more changes. There's going to be more glass work in here. There's obviously going to be the interior done, and maybe some access out of here to there. I may even do it on the other side of these stairs, come up and in like that, possibly. We've got this now, which is handy, but I don't think there's no. Oh, there is actually. Oh, it's capital B grass, though, isn't it? We need to go. We'd need to go to that planet if we go there, which is a pain in the bum. Whereas if you search for blue, there's just everything is blue, isn't it? Really. Fairy lights, blue. Yeah, not really what I'm looking for. There are a few blue plants, and obviously there'll be, but they're not all going to have the word blue in them. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to hunt the world and see what we can find. But yeah, this has been a long time coming. It's needed doing, and I don't dislike what we've done so far. It needs a little bit more work, and then obviously we need to work inside as well. But yeah, I definitely think down that side we can just drill down there and go in. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.